Hey y'all, what it do, man? It's the big boss, K-Po Talk Boxing. Before I get my soliloquy, remember tough times don't last. Good people do it on off yourself. Call them in if I lie, maybe matter. Peak game, ready for us on what's one. Y'all know I throw Houston and everything. We clutched out. You know, we're talking about that boxing. We got, a series of things we're gonna talk about, man, today that's been on the menu, that's been stirring up in the boxing world. But before we get in all that, man, I wanna introduce our second most future Hall of Famer. Salute to all our soldiers. Brody on the hustle, aka Coach B. Let them know how you doing, man.
Hey, what it is, folks, just like my main man, K-Po said, we clutched up, we clutched out. You know what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk that boxing with y'all, man. But remember, I always remember, like K-Po I always tell y'all, hit up that mental health hotline. The number is 988. Remember, we always better off with you here than without you. Again, the number is 988. Please don't ever go into a situation off yourself. Do something, talk to somebody. If you ain't got nobody to talk to, me and Capo more than welcome to help keep somebody's father, uncle, auntie, auntie, grandma, whoever alive. But with all that being said, y'all know what I'm finna tell y'all next. Hey, if God wake you up, He put breath in your body. Everything else is extra. Get up, take care of you, do you, take care of the fam. Notice, I always put you first. You got to take care of yourself first. If you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not in line with your steps, yourself, then nothing else is going to matter. You're going to feel like it's empty, it's pointless. Put yourself first. Do what you got to do. Take care of the family. With all that being said, I'm going to pass it back to K-Po. Let's go ahead and continue the show and let's let them know how we flow.
Let's step over to the next topic. Uh, Jaron Boots Ennis, man, Mr. 140, 154, uh, has re-signed with Eddie Hearn again. He signed a long-term deal, and he's rumored to fight Josh Kelly as his first fight at 154, which I'm like, wow. But, Coach, let us know how you feel about Jaron Boots Ennis signing a long-term deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. And do you think Eddie Hearn can deliver him the big fights? And do you think Eddie Hearn can turn him into a superstar? Because Boots said, I believe Eddie Hearn gonna turn me into a superstar. So let me know something. It's time to click.
uh, First things first, uh, uh, I'm going to say this. A lot of fighters sometimes make mistakes or moving too early, and a lot of times, more than often, a lot of fighters make the mistake of staying somewhere too long. Now, Capo just said Boots believe Eddie Hearn can turn him into a superstar. I don't believe this is on Eddie Hearn to turn Boots into a superstar. This is on Boots. Boots, this is riding on you. With that being said, do I think Eddie Hearn can get him the bigger fights? At this division, if you cannot put together some type of big fight or big fights for Boots, then I think Eddie Hearn needs to relinquish himself from being a promoter and hand it over to somebody else. And Boots definitely need to carry himself elsewhere. I don't care where you go after this. If you sign a multi-million deal, I don't know how many fights, I don't know how much he didn't pay you, but at the same time, if y'all cannot put together as a unit, as a cohesive unit together, Jaron Boots Ennis and Eddie Hearn, matchroom promoter, owner, CEO, whatever, however you want to put your name in the books. If y'all cannot put together some top-notch fights and push Boots to where he's supposed to be already, with him being 154, you two have failed. Like I said, Eddie Hearn needs to resign, hand the company over to somebody else. And Boots, you definitely don't need to stay there anymore. Matchroom is not where you need to be if y'all can't make something happen. Let's talk about some of the names Boots has in the 154 division. Junior middleweight. You got Telez, interim WBA. You got Lubin. You got Charlo. You got Majimov. You got Zayas, WBO champion. You got Ramos Jr., you got Boychuk, you got Fundora, WBC champion, You got Ortiz Jr. You got Murtazalev, IBF, even though I think he should stay away from him. The IBF champion. You got Mendoza. You got Spence Jr. if he decides to come back. You got Thurman. You got Kelly. You got Ben. How can y'all not make some type of noise in some type of fight at 154? Like I say, if they can get this done at 154, because it's not a hit or miss division. This either hit and continue to hit type of division. This is where the bread and butter at in boxing right now. Everybody's at 54. So for Boots and Eddie Hearn not together as a team failing and not getting Boots pushed to superstardom at this point, my God, I don't know what else to do for y'all too. Like I say, Hearn, you should hang it up. Boots, it's time for you to move elsewhere. Like I say, I don't know how long this deal is. I don't know how much he pays you, but hopefully everything works out for the better. I'm feeling like at this point, with Boots moving up to 154, I feel like they can make things happen. I feel like they should be able to get him in some big fights, and he should be able to sell out somewhere elsewhere outside of Philadelphia. I feel like in 154, y'all should be able to go to New York and sell out. Y'all should be able to come down here in Texas, the Alamo, or the Cowboy Stadium in Fort Worth, sell out. I mean, Arlington, y'all should be able to sell out. Y'all should be able to go to Vegas somewhere and sell out. Y'all, like I said, you in 154 now. Everybody's here. Nobody's running from nobody. This is a division, like Capo say all the time, like we say all the time over here on Clutch Factory. This is the division where you're not coming out unscathed. You're going to get in there with some dogs, period. This is where the Presa Canarios at. This is where the Cane Corso's at. This is where the real pit bulls at. This is where the Rottweilers at, the Great Danes. This is where the Chow Chows, any top-notch bloodline dogs you can name, this is where the dogs at, bro. And for y'all to fail on this mission on making Boots a superstar and getting big fights and possibly making him one of the most decorated fighters in this era of boxing, I don't know what to tell y'all. I just don't know what to tell y'all. But like I said in the beginning, some fighters make the mistake of leaving too soon from somewhere that had better plans for them in the future. But also, more than often, like we see in the sport of boxing, some fighters stay somewhere too long and it all fails. So, like I say, the ball is in their court. It's up to them to take the shot. Now, if you're going to take the shot, hopefully you Chef Curry and you're not shooting like Shaq at the free throw line. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Great breakdown, Coach. I think it is on Boots. It's on Boots to make this thing happen. Boots he said he's taking control of his career. This is the things that he said. Although he's been saying a lot of contradicting statements as of late, but he wants to take control of his career. It's up to Boots to make Eddie Hearn make him a superstar. So Boots got to tell Eddie Hearn, I want this fight. I want Virgil Ortiz in Vegas or AT&T Stadium. I want Murtazalev, and I agree. He needs to stay with him. That's what different. I'm telling y'all. I'm sorry. Boots is very skillful, but that boy Murtazalev is a different dude. I'm sorry. If he hit, oh man, I'm sorry. Boots gonna be on the ground. I'm telling you. But hey, he got a belt, so he's gonna have to figure that out. He's gonna have to figure out Murtazalev. I don't know how he gonna do it, but he got to figure out how to beat that animal. That boy different. But all I'm saying at the end of the day, he got to go through the gauntlet. He got to make Eddie Hearn make him a superstar. So it's all on Boots. But if it's up to Eddie Hearn, if Boots just sit back and rely on Eddie Hearn, he will not get re-superstar. Eddie Hearn gonna keep putting him in Philadelphia with that lazy promoting, and he's gonna say, "Hey, you fighting in the 76er Stadium, and you're gonna be fighting against flop 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 flop." Like, who is that? Oh yeah, he's from Germany, but he's Middle Eastern. How is he Middle Eastern when he in Germany? I'm lost. Like, who is that? Like, what? So If he sits back and be lazy and let Eddie Hearn try to, he's not gonna make it. And he's gonna be a he gonna have a Terrence Crawford path. And what I mean by Terrence Crawford path is no resumes, but probably have a bunch of accolades, but his resume gonna be lacking and he's gonna be upset. Nah, this is a Terrence Crawford type move, and I'm gonna tell you why. Terrence Crawford, when he was on the top rank, his contract ran up. What did he do? He was on the top rank. Where all the fights were with PBC. And he didn't have to sign with PBC. He could have just been a promotional free agent and worked with PBC to get fights done. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to sign PBC. Boots didn't have to sign with PBC. Boots could sign. Boots got his own promotional company, so he could have had Boots Promotions in partnership with Turkey LSC and Ring Magazine, because Turkey got PBC fighters fighting on his cards. So, and the PBC fighters are Berto Puello. He had Isai Pitbull Cruz fight on the Terrence Crawford matrimony card, and the list goes on. You see what I'm saying? So he's had PBC fighters fight on his cards. So Boots could have had Boots Promotions in partnership with Turkey Other Sheik and Ring Magazine and whatever his promotional company called. I don't know what it's called, but he got some type of promotional company with some sheets, and they got something brewing. He could have did that, but it's all on Boots, like Coach said. I thoroughly agree on that. Boots got to make Eddie Hearn make him a superstar. Boots got to demand Eddie Hearn to do stuff. If Boots sit back and chill, he will not reach superstardom. Mark my words. You got anything else, Coach?
I'm gonna add this to the situation too with Boots and Hearn. Let's not forget the mishaps in the duck sauce situation they already got. They got two, Norman
Mm.
and Ortiz. So y'all better make something happen. Y'all have no choice. Y'all can't not make something happen in this division, in the junior middleweight division. There's no reason why y'all can't make something happen. But with all that being said, I'm done with the capo.
Already, man. Y'all just spent 30 minutes with us, man. We're gonna continue to stand y'all here like a fitted cap. We're gonna continue to apply pressure like man, who we applying pressure, man. That boy Derek Stingley, man. That boy shout out to Derek Stingley. Yeah, I think he had an interception today. Kalen
Mm-hmm.
Bully too. That boy number two, he doing his thing. That boy CJ Gardner Johnson. Oh my God, lit up the rookie. That was a hey rookie moment for Higgins. But we ain't talking football right now. But y'all continue to support us on this journey. This is Genesis, this is the beginning. We're gonna continue to grow, we're gonna continue to evolve. Like I told y'all, you're gonna come on here, you're gonna see some things that might be changed. So just continue to rock with us, man. We love boxing. Coach is actually a coach. I'm not calling him this because, you know, we want views. No, he's actually a coach. I'm trying to go that way. So, coaches, enlighten me on some things, pause, but I actually competed in this sport. I'm a former amateur fighter. So, what I mean? I know and he knows the process of this boxing game. We genuinely love this sport. We genuinely appreciate the sport and we genuinely love delivering boxing news to y'all. So continue to support us, continue to rock with us, like, comment, hate, and subscribe. We ain't running for no smoke. I'm boss. It's coach. We cussed up. We cussed that. You know what we're talking about. Get boxing. We out of here.
Salute.